So you want to start by getting a clear plastic ball that you can open. I'm actually using a plastic fillable ornament here, which is why it's got those little tabs on the top. So in order to remove those, I just took an X-Acto knife and I just topped off the tabs. It leaves a little bit of a mark on the edge, but it's all going to be covered up with paint and stuff, so you won't see it anyway. So you just do the same thing with the other half. And then you should be able to put them back together and have a nice smooth round ball. So next what you want to do is just open up your ball and take one of the halves. And you want to take a piece of 3mm craft foam and just turn the half around on it. And that'll give you a nice little outline there. And then you'll just cut that out with a pair of scissors. You want to cut just inside the line so that it's a little bit smaller than the inside of the half of the ball. And then that should fit right inside your ball half. You'll do that to both of the halves. And then you just want to cut out the inside. I just used a piece of a tape dispenser to kind of draw a circle, and then you just want to cut out the inside of that circle. You'll do that one for each half of the ball. And then you'll cut a few rectangles out of some 3mm craft foam, and you just want to glue those all the way around the circles. I'm taking a lot of artistic liberty with this because it doesn't really look that much like what it was in the movie, but I'm just kind of simplifying it. So you just go all the way around your circles with those little rectangles, just like that. Then you want to paint the outside of each half of the ball black. You don't have to do the inside if you don't want to. And then you want to take your 3mm craft foam and cut out these little shark teeth looking things. So then you just take one of the halves, and you're going to be gluing those little shark teeth right to the inside. You want to make sure that they're low enough so that your little circle can fit in there and be below the rim of the half of the ball. So just put a little bit of glue on the side and just stick that right in there. And you'll go all the way around the ball. I used 8 of them on each of them, and then you'll just make sure that your little circles can still fit in there and be below the edge of the top of the half. Before you actually glue it in place, you just want to take some metallic gold paint, and you're just going to paint over everything on the inside. You'll paint the inside half of the ball, and you'll paint all the little pieces of craft foam that you glued on the inside. You'll probably have to give it a couple coats of paint, but once you are done it should be totally gold inside. And then you'll paint the little circles as well. And so then you just want to take a little bit of hot glue and run a little dab of hot glue along the top of each of those little pieces of foam inside and glue your circle right in there. So you'll do that to both halves, and then your ball should fit together still. So then open it back up, and now comes the fun part. You're just going to take your hot glue gun and you're just going to run a bunch of lines of hot glue all over the outside of the half of the ball. And you don't have to be real neat with this. You can make them thicker and thinner all over the place. You just want to make sure that you don't go over the very edge of the ball, otherwise it won't be able to close if you go over that. So just do the rest of the half. So once the glue is dry, you just want to take some metallic silver paint and paint just the hot glue. You don't want to paint any of the black underneath. You just want to paint the hot glue. And you only give it one coat, and what that'll do is it'll dry unevenly, so it'll look like real metal. And of course you'll do that to both halves of the orb, and that should still slide back together just like that. And so your orb should close and open. And then for the stone, I just took these 2 flat-backed purple gems. I just put a little bit of glue on the flat back, and then I hot glued the 2 of them together to give myself a double-sided sparkly plastic purple stone. And that's just pretty much going to be my infinity stone. So you can just drop that right inside your orb and then close your orb back up, and then you've got your orb with your infinity stone inside, so you can